the look that I created using very fall, very warm colors. I really enjoyed achieving this look. It is very easy to achieve. In case that you don't know how to wear your makeup for that Thanksgiving dinner or lunch or anything that you guys do with your family, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and I hope you are enjoying this break, those of you who are on break. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so as my first step, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade number 20 as an eyeshadow base. I'm going to be applying this all over my lid, making sure to go all the way up to my brow bone. Then I'm going to be picking up the Ofra banana powder, and in a fluffy brush, I'm going to be dusting that banana powder all over my lid just to set that concealer right before going with all those eyeshadows. Then I'm going to be applying some tape on the outer corner of my eye and picking up my 35O Morphe palette. I'm going to get the brightest orange shade from this palette. I'm going to be using a fluffy brush. This one is from Mally that I received a couple of months ago in my BoxyCharm. And I'm going to be defining my crease. I want this color to be just coming out, just like you can see in my other eye. So this fluffy brush is perfect for this, just to kind of define my crease and kind of smoke out this orange. Then I'm going to go with another light brown color. This one is a warm tone brown. So then I'm going to be getting a smaller fluffy brush. This one is a Luxie 229, and I'm going to be applying this right on my crease, just under that orange that I just applied. Then I'm going to get a darker brown color, because as you could tell, the other one didn't really do much for us. So I'm going to be getting with that same brush, I'm going to be applying that darker shade right under that orange, because again, I don't want to cover it. I just want for that orange to be coming out from behind. So that's why I got again a little bit more on that fluffy brush. Then I'm going to get this ColourPop eyeshadow. This one is in the shade KathleenLights, and I'm going to be layering this shimmery shade. I'm going to be using my finger because nothing really works better with these ColourPop eyeshadows but your finger. So I'm going to be patting this all over my lid, keeping it low, not going too high up, because I don't want this shimmer to be mixed with the orange. And then with that same Luxie brush, I'm going to be smoking that out and kind of blending it out. Then I'm going to be using a dark brown as an eyeliner. I don't have a brown eyeliner, so I went ahead and used this. You can do the band as thick as you want or as thin as you want. I kept it pretty thin. Then I'm going to use a Wet n Wild primer, and I'm going to be applying this all over my face. And then just for my nose and on the side of my nose, I'm going to be using this Makeup Forever Pore Minimizing Primer. I believe that's what it's called. Then I'm going to be using for my foundation the Milani Conceal and Perfect in the shade 02. I'm going to be dotting it all over my face, and using my beauty blender, I'm going to be pressing it into my skin. I love this foundation. It's a very long wearing foundation, full coverage as you can tell. And then I'm going to be concealing with that same Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I completely forgot that the Milani foundation already has concealer. So yes, this is just too much. But I went ahead and took my time blending it away with my beauty blender. So I really took my time pressing this concealer into my skin, just to try for my entire face not to look as sketchy. So I went ahead and highlighted my under eye, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. With that same banana powder and that same brush, I'm going to be setting my under eye concealer, my forehead, just everywhere I put concealer. I would just go ahead and set it with that banana powder. With an e.l.f. brush, this one is a crease brush, very thin. I'm going to be using the same 3 shades that I used on my crease, which is the orange one, the light brown, and the darker brown. The darker is going to be concentrated more on the outer corner of my eye, just to kind of open it up a little bit. And then with a creamy Rimmel eyeliner, I'm going to be putting this all over my waterline. Then I'm going to be coating my eyelashes with the Loreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara before going in with my falsies. And I'm going to use the Blush and Bronze Coastal Scents palette. This one I also received it in my BoxyCharm. And I'm going to be contouring using that same little brush that came with it. I hadn't used this brush, to be honest with you, and it's not really my favorite, but it just, you know, did the job for this time. I'm going to be framing my face and applying some of that contour shade all over my, not all over my forehead, but, you know, on the perimeter of my forehead and also on my jawline as well. Then I'm going to be picking up this Milani Face Powder. This one is just in a darker shade. And I'm going to use this as a bronzer. I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the contour shade. And then I'm going to go with the Wet n Wild Mellow Wine blush. I realized that I also put a little bit too much, so I went ahead and used the banana powder brush and then my beauty blender to kind of tone it down a little bit. And then I went ahead and picked up the KathleenLights and Morphe palette and picked up that shimmery shade to highlight my brow bone and my nose and my cupid's bow as well. Then I'm going to use this new highlighter that I received in my BoxyCharm this month. This one is by the brand Vintage, and I'm going to be setting it first and then going on top with Prosecco Pop from Becca. And then for my lips, finally, I'm going to be using this Lingerie by NYX in the shade Beauty Mark, and that's it. This is the final result. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and happy Thanksgiving.